Hi there everyone, Kirsten here. So for today's video alone, I am going to be doing like a little mini tour of my office finally. It's going to be a really quick tour simply because it's a pretty small room as it is. But changing the subject here a little bit, I finally did get a haircut, as you are seeing right now, obviously. So a lot of the stuff that I did a room tour on, a majority of my stuff from my room got transferred over into my office. So without further ado, I am going to go ahead and completely get started into this little room tour. So let's begin, shall we? So before I completely go into my office really quick, I just thought I would update you guys on my room so far. So if you guys remembered from my long ass room tour, some of my items and such used to be up here. You probably can't see because it's too dark, but yeah, some of that stuff got transferred in that office, and what's left of it is just my ceramics shit just randomly hanging out into one corner. I had been debating on whether to get rid of this desk or not, and I changed my mind and decided to keep this. So I have a little station to work on my art stuff. And yes, I am currently working on a painting right now. It is underneath here, but I am not going to show that simply because, you know, I just would rather wait until it's like completely perfect before I show it off. My board isn't up here anymore. Same with my little newspaper that was framed from over there. Some of my stuff from this corner has been transferred except for my Nike of Samothrace. And then over here, some of the stuff that I had on my dresser got transferred over there too. My PlayStation 4 recently got transferred in my room, and I got rid of my old TV and am now keeping my dad's old TV. So not really much has changed. You got like a messy bed here and a few things on my nightstand. Just a slight bit of a mess. You got like my art stuff that is just randomly in my closet and still shoved into one corner right there. But since I got rid of a huge amount of stuff, I'm going to be transferring some of my art stuff into my closet pretty soon. So just thought I would update you guys on that. So now we are moving on into the office. It's not too far from my room. That here is my grandparents' bedroom. At the far end is my uncle's. And that over there is my brother's room now. Bathroom, obviously. But here is my office. So going into this office really quick, this is what you'll be able to see. And I am terribly sorry if you can hardly hear me because of that fan going on, which hasn't been off yet. But anyway, this is what my office looks like. Let me turn on the light so you guys can see a little bit better. There we go. So starting from this corner, there is my newspaper article that has been framed. This is where I keep my tripod now. I recently got a bookshelf for this room, so at the very top right here is just a bunch of random stuff. Let me focus this in a little bit better so you guys can see. There we go. So there is some stuff that I got hanged up right here. And this area right here, let me focus this in a little bit better. There we go. So this is where I keep my dad's cremation box. I got like a few Funko Pop figures on each side. And there's a few pictures of me and my dad when I was in my final year of high school. So my dad was once in my grandparents' room and he got transferred into this office because I was the one that decided, you know, I wanted to keep his cremation box. Here on this shelf right here, you have a few books that I have from Barnes & Noble. The Barnes & Noble edition, of course. You got The Complete Tales and Poem of Edgar Allan Poe, Bram Stoker's Dracula, Frankenstein, and The Picture of Dorian Gray, and a few Funko Pop figures, one of Jason Voorhees and the other Billy or Jigsaw, and a little globe of some kind. That kind of good creepy stuff right there. Now this shelf right here, you got like a little music box and a few pictures, candle and such. And at the bottom, this is where I just keep my camera bag and a little basket of some kind at the bottom as well. Focusing on this area, this is my dad's lamp, my bonsai tree, and just like a little stand. This shelf right here is a bit empty, but pretty soon I'll be able to fill it in with some stuff. And here on this corner, we have a bunch of my artwork that I have in this corner of this wall right here. We got like the twin paintings. One is happiness or content, and the other one is depression. And then you got the centerpiece right here, which is kind of like a abstract art in the center. And then above it is like that skull painting I did, along with another skull painting right there, which is kind of like Dead Space inspired. I tried to attempt to paint a necromorph one year, and it didn't turn out the way I was hoping it would be, but at least it's better than nothing. This is just an extra bed for in case if people come over and spend the night. And here in that closet is just a bunch of random storage crap. And here, this is where I have my setup now. We got my microphone right there and a few scissors, pencils and pen utensils, markers. This is where I keep my board. Now I plan to put in new stuff from the board. Some of it I'm currently trying to remove and some of them I'm still trying to keep. But I just figured it would be a nice place for me to just put this stuff in here, so that way I can fill in that empty shelf. And then you got this board right here, Be a Girl with a Mind, A Woman with an Attitude, and A Lady with Class. Got a bunch of random papers and stuff right here, along with my printer sitting on top of just even more papers and shit. On this side of the corner right here, this is my clays for when I was participating in my ceramics class. So we have a few owls that I did. One I created myself, obviously, and the other is kind of like a Native American inspired Indian. I got my mug on this shelf right of like this gun of some kind. All of my Funko Pops are on the shelf as well. And then on this corner right here, this is where I had participated in a three-dimensional class, and I did like the skull right there. I tried to make it kind of like ancient artifact discovery type of thing, which I felt really inspired to do one year. And then there's a plushie that my uncle got me. And then finally at the top right here on this wall, these are the list of all of my achievements I've done from high school to college. This is where I keep my office chair as well. Sometimes I transfer it back and forth between my office and my room. So like days where I feel like editing videos and such on my computer right here, or just simply working on my art projects in my room. Down here This is where I keep my mini trash can and my computer, obviously. Some wires right there as well. One thing I forgot to mention is my portfolio case is right there as well. There's my webcam and my desktop computer right there. Keyboard, obviously, and you know, just my advanced calculator right there, if you can see, along with like my transfer port, a few mouses, pad, a control for my fan at the ceiling. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. A water bottle I've been drinking in my room. Oh, and there's a fan right there too. Yeah, a pretty short tour. I would say that is pretty much everything. So that is pretty much it for what I had to share for my little mini office tour for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video so much, so if you did and you would love to see more of my videos in the near future, just be sure to sucker punch that like button down below. And of course, if you haven't already, please do dedicate the time and effort to subscribe to my lovely channel to become a part of my army of darkness, and you will be updated with a brand new video every single Friday as well as Sundays now. So that is pretty much it. If you are interested in following me outside of YouTube, all of my social medias will be listed in the description box down below. I hope you guys enjoyed my little office tour once again. So from now on in the near future, most days I will be filming my vlogs either inside this office in particular or sometimes in my room, kind of depending on my mood or depending on like what places I plan to film that day or the like. So I figured after this video, I just thought I would kind of announce that really quick in case if you're wondering where I'm at and stuff. So with all that rambling being said, thank you guys so much for watching and sticking to the end of this video. You guys are so awesome for doing that. So have a completely chill week, an awesome day or night, and I will talk to you all soon in the next video. So until then, stay completely dark and so fucking brutal and awesome, my friends. So don't forget to stick up your devil horns for me like I'm doing right now. So take care. Bye for now. Hello there, everyone. Kirsten here, or Kirsten the Dark Angel, as you would prefer. So I'm just making a really quick little video clip or like a segmented recording just to ultimately update you guys on a little bit of changes I thought about making to Sinful Sundays. You know, it's not going to be like